We're really excited to be over to Young's Dairy here Saturday, August 24th. Orphan Carshow at Young's Dairy. Weekend before Labor Day. So Young's Dairy Center, Event Center. There's the Jersey Inn, my Prius, the driving range and putt-putt, the farm with the ice cream and cheese curds, and the Orphan Carshow over here where they had a Jeep show here last week. First time I've been here this year though. There's the new building for our Youngs. This row here will be this film, and then I'm excited to see this Auburn Speedster replica, I believe, and then this row here is kind of dedicated to the Studebaker Club, and the way I remember it, and Orphan Carshow. You'll see a lot of studs in this row, just north of Yellow Springs, south of Husted, which there's tons of events right now going on as I stand here. This is a convertible car. It's set up like it's at the drive-in. I think this is the model Andy Rooney talked about owning. Some kind of a Hawk or a Lark. I don't know, it's been a while since I heard about it. That is a big engine in there. Large V8 engine, Studebaker. Very original looking as far as I understand. Then they had one of these that they being Studebaker, they turned it into a pickup truck. You might be able to see one of this. This is their fiberglass car. Work of art. It's an Avanti Stud, 1964. So it's 50 years old. 60 years old. It's a 60-year-old car. Looks like it's brand new, and some very exciting models. Some are from the Avanti. We're here at Buick LeSabre. Check out the Fiaro. Oh, that's the green that Jimmy Hoffa's car was. That color. He had a Pontiac Granville. It was a '73. It's a four-door car, LeSabre from Buick, with the 4 headlights and a hard top and the 20-inch wheels. And looks like a lowrider. It's bagged. Kind of the hottest looking Fiaro I've seen in recent memory. In fact, there's one, I know of one for sale for $6,750. It's all together in one piece. Pretty exciting looking rear engine car. So we're going to take a peek at the engine. I'm spending too much time, but I'm glad I walked back here. Highly detailed engine compartment and high performance. Supercharged from the factory with a storyboard. And it's a factory 88 Fiaro GTP. Hey, check out the pipes. That reminds me of a Lambo. It's got to be fun to have that engine right behind you. Rated for 160 with a nitro shot. Nitrous. There's nothing to see under there. He's got the spare. It's pretty nice how the detailed frunk with the covered spare, with the braided to the radiator. So the coolant's pumped clear up here. Some studs in red. It's a lipstick red. It's a deep red. It's got the Paxton supercharger under there. And the classic stud truck. Here again, we're going to see a lot of Paxton superchargers. This one's black. This one has the Paxton in orange. Mounted right up there in the sweet spot. Big wide belt on the Paxton supercharger. Belt driven.
Every time we go to our Studebaker thing, we drove our car every time, and we're usually there's only 2 people out.
We're back in the 40s here. It's a 49er.
And it's a nice day.
The Avanti from Stud in 64 here again. A Gran Turismo, I'm thinking, from Stud. Top-notch show car in every aspect, every bolt. It's actually a Commander. I'm sorry. The Stud Commander from 54 and a very beefy 454-ish looking engine, or 500 crate engine, something in that realm. A good guy's car. And here's the classic hood. It almost looks like a face, that grill. And then they took the car, they being Studebaker, the station wagon model, which had an open top. Maybe we'll see one of those here. Then Chrysler built the bed, or someone else. And so the market demanded where the trucks were selling. So like when Honda had Isuzu make the Passport to get into the SUV versus cars weren't selling and trucks were. So they needed a truck like yesterday, and they got one this way. They took a car and they made a truck. And that's what it is. Probably even has like a coil spring rear end under it or something, but yeah. And it really wasn't PC or comfortable to take the truck up to do the errands. And then they came around and made the truck as comfortable as a car. And now there's housewives that buy trucks instead of cars. A very beautiful Studebaker. This is going to be a longer film, I can tell already. Look how sexy that silver interior is. Look how comfortable it looks. Look at the layout. Is that beautiful? It's got the supercharger to this side. Stud R2. 63 Stud Avanti. Out of Kettering, Ohio. Beautiful fiberglass car. So I missed this one because I thought it was a Ford, and they shouldn't be here, but it's plated out of Colorado, clear back in 1924, 100 years ago. It's a 1924 Special 6 Stud, clear from Indiana, and it has the Bud wheels. This is what they were doing 100 years ago. Getting her done in Colorado. They even made you buy a license plate 100 years ago. Isn't that nice of them? I swear they would tax the air we breathe. It's still plated out of Colorado. Interesting wheel combination. Digging the 24 Stud. Here's a Stud Lark, and this is the one they built a pickup out of right here. It's being judged. Maybe not. So you can see how they made the truck. They closed the cabin, the red truck over there. They put that mirror, I was gonna say the mirror that didn't fit. Let's look at the truck mirror. It's the Champ truck. And this is a Lark with a sport mirror. I don't think it's stock though, but I think I'm probably wrong. They did so many weird things with mirrors. It has an HEI conversion, but it has the top that they couldn't sell this car because it leaked. They had to build a truck, and I mean they needed a truck so bad they tried to make one out of the car with the soft top, retractable. As you can see here in the retracted position, it's more Daytona Lark, the tailgate, and they went ahead and got a full-size bed off of Chrysler. And this is a full-frame car, so it wasn't hard to make that into the truck. You know, if you had the ambition to make this into a truck, and that's how the first truck was made anyway. The first pickup was made by people just ingenuity. And here's more of a beefier looking lark. But that was just a very light pickup. And this is a very rare example. This was not a car people would buy because of the top leaked. So a special show here today with like stuff clear from Colorado and everything from 100 years ago. That's how impossible stuff is. Getting my film in here. 24th of August at the famous Young's Dairy. Some four-wheel drive units that had to have been rare. A four-wheel drive wrecker body with a snowplow. Where do you think that would be from? It's plated out of Cedar Grove, Indiana, apparently. So it's from out west a little bit. In 1963, 61 years ago. And someone built him a wrecker body out of a new Studebaker, of all things. Isn't that wild? It's marked Transtar. Isn't that cool? So the wrecker body's out of Detroit, it looks like. Is it a Model 1? No, it's a Model something stamped. Ashton Equipment Company. Okay, so they would have sold it probably with the flathead screws in there. It's got the Tulsa winch. It looks like a 20-ton. Is that a 20-ton Tulsa PTO? It looks like one to me. 20,000 pound, I mean, I'm sorry. A single 20,000 pound Tulsa. Single line. Yeah, digging the wrecker body. So someone went up to Detroit and picked that truck up back in after or before Korea. Avanti fiberglass car in the rough. I'm going on 50 minutes here. I'm not going to even make it to the end. A lot of chrome under there. A lot of air coming in and up and out. 64 Avanti in the rough. A triple black Lark, two-door. Shining like a new penny. Not seeing a year right away. An interesting wagon from, we think, Studebaker. We seen this girl earlier on the Commander that I thought was a Gran Turismo. So they're reusing. This is called a Conestoga. I thought that was a Canadian name. It means like a wagon train. Conestoga from Studebaker, 1959. So that's kind of the wagon, like the wagon train. The Studebaker Conestoga. Tons of legroom. I mean tons. Has the fins in 59. There's a Conestoga. And it's a clamshell in the back. Opens. The black one, the very sexy black. It even has some gold. It's got the Daytona. Shining like a new penny and bright lipstick red. Some food. I think maybe lunchtime, yeah. Maybe not. That's a modern day air conditioning. Luxurious. But I'm going to cut the film off here under the walnut trees. All out. And we need to go over here. It looks like a merry-go-round. It is a merry-go-round. They built a merry-go-round at our Young's Dairy. Off of US 68, the road to Detroit, north of Yellow Spring, Ohio, with Beauregard Rippey. Thanks for watching. Orphan Car Show.